Welcome to the Know I'm Ashley Jenkins.
I'm Miles Luna.
Assassin's Creed Syndicate comes out tomorrow, and you know what that means.
Too many sarcastic 10 out of 10 IGN jokes.
Sort of. It's review time. With the embargo lifted today, reviews have started pouring in to determine whether Syndicate is worth your dollars.
And whatever you normally think of reviews, we wouldn't blame you for keeping an eye on the critiques after Unity and all that. The game is totally broken business.
According to review aggregate Metacritic, which has scored the game at a 79% based on reviews from 39 critics on PS4 and 9 critics on Xbox One. Well, actually, there's a 2-point disparity. The PS4 version is averaged at 78, and the Xbox One version is averaged at 80. So, 79-ish.
See that, Metacritic? Beat you at your own game.
We can do averages. We're good at math. No reviews for the PC version yet, which isn't all that surprising since it's releasing nearly a month later, where the console versions come out tomorrow, October 23rd. The PC version won't hit till November 19th.
For the most part, reviews so far are neutral to favorable.
Which is more than can be said for its predecessor. Unity averaged out about 70% across all reviews and was probably grateful to score that high considering all the issues it had.
So, better than Unity? Thumbs up. But let's take a closer look since Metacritic doesn't weight your trusted reviewers any higher than the other 30 you've probably never heard of.
Right. Among the major reviewers, Game Informer and GameSpot both gave it a 9 out of 10, Polygon gave it an 8.5, IGN gave it an 82, and The Escapist gave it an 80 because no one can agree on whether they should do 10 points or 100 points. Either way. More mixed reviews came from Forbes and GamesBeat with 75 each, but you've always got to have that one guy who disagrees with everyone, and in this case, that's The Telegraph, which handed the game a measly 40.
Game Informer praises.
They were not happy about that. They were not happy. They did not like that game. 40, damn.
That's bad.
Broken.
That's real bad. That's a bad game. Game Informer praises the likable lead characters, saying, "For the first time since Ezio, I'd like to see the story of these heroes continue in future installments." And continues, "Evie and Jacob don't stray far from their archetypal personas. She is a calculating professional, and he is a brash rogue. Though their clashing natures often produce predictable interactions, they are both confident, capable, and entertaining."
Goes a little bit further, praising the near absence of present-day timeline as it puts a pure focus on your newly industrial London, but took a few issues with controls. Their review says moving and fighting in London is also a satisfying experience, at least when controls cooperate. Combat is fluid and simple and relies mostly on the D-pad on which directions are mapped to attack, counter, stun, and shoot.
Polygon calls out the modern-day elements as well, but praises them for finally feeling meaningful, saying Syndicate strikes a perfect balance in making those segments add meaningful progress to the overarching plot of the series without overstaying their welcome. With additional kind words for the overall game, saying it doesn't solve all of the series' problems, and at this point, I'm not sure if any one game could. However, it's the first step in a uniformly positive direction that the franchise has taken in years.
Wow, there's so much baggage with these reviews.
That's a lot.
IGN says that this is the best Assassin's Creed game in an age, whatever that means. I mean, come on, Black Flag was great. It wasn't necessarily a great Assassin's Creed game, but it was a great pirate game for sure. It was
Yeah,
awesome.
you got that booty.
So don't talk to me about ages. That was only like 3 titles ago. Oh my god, two? Before this we had
Ages ago, some would say.
so many ages ago. But they do take some issues with the 2 playable characters. The review says, given their differences, I was disappointed with how similar Jacob and Evie are to play, but also notes that despite the occasional serious tones, Syndicate is also the silliest Assassin's Creed installment in quite some time. It shows a real delight in ransacking its rich Victorian setting for fun stuff to do.
And lots of rubber chickens.
Hey.
So most of the reviews seem to agree that the characters are great, playability is significantly improved, and the game seems to have shrugged off the bloat it's gained over the years. And overall, it's a lot of fun, even if controls continue to be an occasional frustration. So, good game, fun to play. That sounds awesome! Where do I sign?
Jumping to the Telegraph, though, paints the game in a decidedly less favorable light, even though it praises the setting and backdrop. It criticizes the modern-day elements as lacking in interaction and labels the story too simple, and while the characters are convincingly voiced and wonderfully animated, they have nothing to say. Syndicate's characters are similar to the world in that way. That, too, is well-crafted, but lacking substance. And finally concludes, Syndicate is a massive shame. Ubisoft's yearly development cycle is really beginning to leave its mark on the series. Assassin's Creed has been good. It is a series that can be great, but unfortunately, Syndicate is a misstep.
Oof. So, Metal Gear Solid 5, this is not. It probably won't be dominating Game of the Year awards or anything, and you'll want to weight the comments of the reviews as you see fit. But aside from the Telegraph, most tend to agree that this game is a step up in the series with fun, playable world, engaging characters, and solid gameplay, as long as you don't mind dealing with a few control issues and the occasional bug, which for Assassin's Creed is pretty high praise these days.
Yeah, I've had a chance to play it just a couple of times at events here and there. Not a whole bunch, just a mission at a time, basically. And I kind of suck at Assassin's Creed, so it took me a few tries to get through each assassination. But I always felt like that was my fault rather than the game's. so take that as you will. I haven't spent enough time with it to offer more than that, but it was good enough to leave me with a good impression, which after Unity is saying a lot.
It just needs one thing.
More Daniel Day-Lewis?
Daniel Day-Lewis. You said it. You took it right out from my mouth.
did.
Yes.
So, what do you think? Are you planning on picking it up, or will you wait a bit to see if it falls over like Unity, or just give it a skip entirely because assassins have no place getting in gang fights? Let us know in the comments. Welcome to the Know. I'm Ashley Jenkins.
I'm Miles. Sorry, it wasn't on the screen, so I wasn't ready.
That was good. I like it.
That's the comments. They're down there, and it's the act of typing. I type with my index fingers. I don't know about you.
Really? Do you really?
No.
I know people that do that. Do you know who does?
Who? No, he fucking doesn't.